Well, hello, folks, and welcome back to the Massachusetts Central Radio Show. I'm your humble host, Mike Camo, here for another episode. I think it's episode 53. Here on Monday, the 6th, 2020. Yes, I finally got the year right after all this time. I'll have to watch a video back when I get my iPad. Just let me know. YouTube just sent me another racing sound video. This guy named 19 Boss, 90 Boss 92, just basically does these videos of car sounds and pure sound and everything. But yeah. So yeah, today's the 6th day off. Although it didn't sound like it, it was a good day off. I went to my appointment, got out of there in an hour. Rested a lot of the day because, I want to take the time to make sure I'm keeping my mind clear and everything else, and to project these videos to you wonderful people. And hopefully everybody else is staying healthy out there and we're all keeping safe. And we're doing our best to stay. Sorry if I'm sitting a little lower. It's because I lost my seat. You guys can only see half my head. I'll hopefully get a better seat so I can stand up and sit. But I will stay here in this position. I'm actually sitting on a plastic wastebasket. How just holding on my weight, I will never know, but I guess the power of weight distribution. But yeah, hey guys, I talked about a bunch of stuff yesterday, work and all this other stuff. For those of you guys want to know, my appointment went well. I got the all clear barrel health. I'm going to see my eye doctor again in 8 weeks, which is going to bring me to June 1st at 8:30 in the morning, which is freaking early. I just want to say, I got the all clear. I didn't have to get a shot, which is great. And I will, obviously make sure I'm doing everything in my power to keep my eyes straight. Good news. I didn't have to get an injection in a pandemic like this. I didn't really want to have anything happening with my eye. So it was good that I didn't have to get one of those. I looked at the photos. It was crystal clear. Everything was good. Close observation, pretty much. There was barely anybody because this is the first time I've actually been in Boston since this thing hit. And since this coronavirus hit, and it was pretty dead, not a lot of people floating around. Sorry if you guys can't see me for a bit. My phone flipped off for a couple of minutes. I just want to say that when I went into the clinic, there was barely anybody there. There was people, a couple of nurses, everybody was gloved, goggled and everything. It's just, and I noticed there wasn't a lot of workers, and I guess my doctor said they had to furlough a lot of people because it's not viable. The payroll is not there because money's not coming in because of certain things. So just want to say that to these nurses, I thanked them for their service and told them all to stay safe, and they told me to do the same. Told them I was working, and they were like, wow, you're a real hero. Keeping things going. I'm like, yes, I am. So every day, hopefully, in my eyes, keeping my eyes healthy will help that out. Other than that, I got home, rested, relaxed a little bit. I laid down. Well, obviously after I took a shower, which I always do when I hang out in public areas. I pretty much just laid around, shut my eyes for maybe about 2-3 hours, and then, played some Switch and Animal Crossing New Horizons, which I am now 17 days in this game. What an amazing game, 17 days in. I'm just taking it slow because I know there's a lot of people are probably playing 1 million hours. By the time this thing's done, I'm probably going to have like 600-700. I'm probably going to have like 300-400 hours in this game because it's just so addicting. And I'm just, I'm I'm just taking it slow one day at a time because there's no real rush to finish things. I'm just trying to develop my town and everything the way I want to. And it's just one of those things. It's like a little mini community, and I like it all the same. I've shown you guys the video of me when I'm started, and I showed you my character. My character actually looks pretty cool. I actually got him to wear a suit and hat and corduroy pants and everything like that. It's really cool. Just a mini little guy on an island, just looking like an entertainer, I guess. It looks like what's his name? Any of those guys that were doing show business back in the '60s, Crosby, Sinatra, or D. Martin. It's a real fun game. I give it a 5 out of 5. And hopefully they'll keep making improvements, and hopefully we'll have good times with it over the next couple of months. It's definitely one of when my history with Animal Crossing started in the April of 2014 when I got New Leaf for the first time, and it just came out a couple months ago, actually 13 or something. It came out like 2013 or something out here in the States. I forget when it did, but I bought it for like $40, and no, I actually didn't buy it on disc. I actually bought it digitally, actually. So I bought it digitally, and it was on my original system. And it was a good game. I liked it. It was very well done. I loved it. I think it's right after I got the upgrade to the and I played it through my new 3DS, which I had. I'll be right back in a minute. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I just had to inform people when I'm going to be working tomorrow, what time I'm starting. So I started that game 2014, April 2014, and I played it, May 2014-ish. And then I started playing it throughout the summer, and it was a very good game. It was very good to play with and everything like that. I amassed over 572 play times and over 478 hours. So I'm thinking New Horizons probably going to be maybe half that, but you never know. I think there's one. I forget what the record is for most time played, but pretty sure if you guys have seen the videos, I think there's like an 88-year-old lady that basically has like 3,800 some hours in her town in New Leaf. It's when you're retired and when you're retired and you're older, you have to have something to keep you company. And obviously it means, obviously this game is for all ages, so more power to her. I'll have to watch the video. I started watching a little bit of the video when she was showing the town and everything. It's pretty cool. I don't have a capture card, so I can't really show you guys anything. If I did, I could, but I don't. And I don't want to use my iPad because that's the way how I used to do it back when I used to play Pokemon. Back when I used to play Pokemon. Back in the series that never got finished. So, I don't know when I'm gonna. Release White. I have no idea, or anything like that. But I'll tell you guys how New Horizon goes throughout its all phases. Hopefully you guys will enjoy me telling the story. The name of my town, is called Windy Isle, because I found it kind of ironic, because when I first came to the island, noticed there was a lot of wind going on and the trees were kind of buzzing. So I said, I'll just say Windy Isle, because it's a great little place. I currently have a few residents. My house is very small. It's not a big one. It's not a mansion quite yet. Once I dedicate a little bit more time to it, I'll make more supplies, sell more stuff, and then I'll try to pay up for an upgrade, and hopefully upgrade for more space, and obviously get more room to run. It's a great game. I've actually fully customized a house in New Leaf, but that's because I had a tropical island bug exploit going, and that's because it's a small little secret, and every New Leaf player knows it. If you go into the island between 10 and 12 o'clock on certain nights, so what I do, it's kind of evil of me. So Friday night, so anytime I'd be off during the summer back at 14, so Friday night, so if I was working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, early morning until late afternoon, I would be, I basically go on the island like 3 nights in a row, and I get almost $350,000, $300,000 to $400,000, a visit, and at the end of it, I would get like anywhere between, I'd probably get anywhere between $1 million. Yeah, I'd probably get anywhere between 900,000 and $1 million bells or something like that. Because you could spend that on the house and other stuff, upgrades, clothes and stuff. What's actually cool in this one is you can actually go into your tailor, the Evil Sisters. For those of you who know the series, you guys can go into the Evil Sister store and you actually can try stuff on, and it varies by day. So you can do coats, waistcoats, pants, and everything, hats. Pretty darn cool, actually, considering the series is now approaching its 20th anniversary. Actually, 2021 will be its 20th anniversary, because I think the first one came out here in 2001. And a lot of people played that on the GameCube, pretty much. A lot of people probably still have that GameCube version. And then for those of you who had the DS, Wild World, and then obviously City Folk and everything. So Animal Crossing, then Wild World, and City Folk came out a little later, and then eventually New Leaf, and then we had Happy Home Designer, which I have on 3DS, and then New Horizons, obviously. But yeah, it's cool. And then you also can buy, you also donate fossils, fish, and bugs to Blathers at the Museum. For those of you who know the series will know what I'm speaking of. And then the Nooklings, doing Nook's Cranny, and then there's Tom Nook, who we sometimes call Tom Crook, because he extorts a lot of money from players. So, although he does teach them the value of hard work, it's a pretty cool game series. I'll tell you guys how everything goes. I'll give you guys detailed things, because it's the way how everything goes. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna bid this one adieu. Hopefully you guys stay safe out there. For those of you who are finding times tough right now, pray that this thing ends and that you guys find the strength to keep going. I pray for all the souls out there that are currently not doing so well or affected by this virus, and for those families that are affected by this virus and everybody else. Pray that this ends, God, and sends the broadcast for tonight, folks. Long live this great country. Long live our strength and our freedom. Peace out. And this is the broadcast here on April 6th, 2020. Sends the programming into the broadcast for tonight. See you guys in the next one on Wednesday night.